Stop for 1 minute and hear this with your full attention, because this may save you from a battle you did not know was entering your life. Have you ever received help, felt relief for a moment, and then watched peace leave your house right after? Have you ever taken money with gratitude only to notice that pressure increased, favor slowed down, and things began to break in places that once felt steady? Stay with me, because this is not about fear and it is not about rejecting kindness. It is about discernment. Not every hand that gives is sent by God, and not every open door is safe to walk through. Some money comes with peace. Some money comes with pressure. Some help lifts you. Some help quietly binds you. And if you listen to this word all the way through, I believe your eyes will open to things you missed before. Do not click away. The last part matters deeply because many people pray for blessing while still holding what has been poisoning their atmosphere. Today we are going to expose that, break it, and make room for clean provision, honest favor, and the kind of peace that does not disappear the moment a gift enters your hand. There are seasons when a person works hard, prays sincerely, gives faithfully, and still feels like something invisible keeps pushing against their progress. They save, and then sudden loss appears. They get ahead, and then delay rises again. They receive support, but instead of peace, they feel heaviness, confusion, tension, and strange setbacks. Many people think every financial problem is only natural, only emotional, only practical, but life is deeper than that. What touches your hands can touch your home. What enters your house can affect your atmosphere. Money may look ordinary, but it often arrives carrying the motives, habits, and spiritual climate of the person who released it. That does not mean you live suspicious of everyone. It means you stop being careless. You stop assuming every gift is clean just because it arrived when you needed it. Desperation can make people accept what discernment would normally question, and the enemy knows that. He often sends confusion in the form of convenience. He wraps pressure in generosity. He hides strings inside relief. Listen carefully here. This is not a message telling you to panic. It is a message telling you to pray, to examine, and to stop calling every financial opening a blessing before you have asked God for wisdom. Sometimes the thing that looked like help was actually building a hidden door. And once you see that, you cannot afford to stay blind. The first kind of person you must be careful receiving money from is the manipulative giver, the one who never gives freely, the one who gives to own you, control you, silence you, or keep a hook in your life. This person may look generous on the outside, but their giving is loaded. After they help, they remind you. After they bless, they demand access. After they support, they expect your loyalty more than your honesty. They use money as a leash. They want influence over your choices, your time, your relationships, even your peace. And many people fall into this trap because the help comes at the exact moment they feel weak. But what enters by control rarely produces freedom. If a person's gift makes you feel trapped, guilty, small, watched, or owned, pay attention. Clean giving carries peace. Clean giving does not need to keep score. Clean giving does not ask for your soul in exchange for support. Some people do not give to lift you. They give to sit above you. They want your need to become their throne. And once you take from them, they begin to speak into spaces God never assigned them to rule. Stay with me now, because this is where many destinies get slowed down. The wrong financial tie can keep you emotionally dependent and spiritually drained. Better a slower season with peace than fast relief tied to chains. Better honest struggle for a moment than hidden control that costs you years. The second kind of person to be careful with is the dishonest person, the one whose money is mixed with fraud, deception, corruption, cheating, and secret darkness. Money does not lose its history just because it changed hands. If a person lies for gain, manipulates people for profit, destroys others to rise, and then places that money in your hand as if it is harmless, do not be quick to call it favor. What was gathered through crooked ways often carries unrest with it. This is why some people receive support and then feel like nothing stays, nothing settles, nothing grows. The root matters. If the source is unclean, the effect can be heavy. Think of the person who smiles publicly but builds privately through falsehood, shady deals, hidden betrayal, and the pain of others. That kind of money may look powerful, but peace does not live in it. And if you are not careful, what they gained in darkness can become a burden in your life. This does not mean you need to investigate every person like a detective. It means when God shows you a pattern, believe what He is showing you. If the source is known for dishonesty, if your spirit feels troubled, if every interaction around their giving feels murky, forced, secretive, or compromised, step back. Pray before you receive. Not all provision is assigned to you. Some of it is bait. Some of it is pollution in a polished envelope. And wisdom says that what enters your hand should not violate what God is building in your life. The third kind of person to be careful with is the one whose life is ruled by sexual sin, moral compromise, and hidden corruption of the heart. I need to say this plainly and simply. There are gifts that come wrapped in affection, attention, or flattery, but underneath them is seduction, emotional bondage, and spiritual confusion. This kind of money is not just support, it is often an invitation. It may come from an immoral relationship, a secret arrangement, a soul tie, or a person who wants access to your emotions, your body, your loyalty, or your future. They may not say it directly. They may not make demands on day one, but the gift is speaking before their mouth does. And if you receive without discernment, you may find yourself tied to a weight you never intended to carry. Many people have delayed their healing because they kept accepting help from the very place that was weakening their discernment. Listen to me closely. Not every kind smile is safe. Not every "I just want to help you" is clean. If the person's presence keeps pulling you toward compromise, secrecy, confusion, or emotional dependence, do not receive lightly. The cost may be greater than the amount. Temporary relief is not worth long-term damage. If help comes with temptation attached, if money is being used to open a door to impurity, withdraw from it. God is able to provide for you without staining your peace. Do not trade clarity for convenience. Do not sell your freedom for a season of support that leaves your spirit weak. The fourth kind of person to be careful with is the bitter, jealous, or spiritually hostile person, the one who gives while resenting you, the one who helps while competing with you, the one who offers support but carries deep anger, envy, pride, or contempt in their heart. Some people do not give because they love you. They give because they want to watch what happens next. They want access to your story. They want to feel superior. They want to keep a silent claim over your progress. Their hands release money, but their heart releases poison. And when money leaves a heart filled with bitterness, it can bring heaviness with it. This is why discernment matters more than appearance. A gift can look small and still carry peace. A large amount can arrive and still bring unrest. Never measure the value only by the number. Measure it also by the atmosphere around it. Does this giving bring clarity or confusion? Strength or pressure? Gratitude or unease? Does it make you want to pray, or does it make you feel spiritually crowded? Do not ignore what your spirit is noticing just because your mind wants relief. This is one of those moments where many people talk themselves out of wisdom because they do not want to offend anyone. But obedience will cost less than compromise. You are not required to receive every offer. You are not obligated to open every door. A closed hand can still be holy when it is protecting the life God is building. Sometimes saying no is not pride. Sometimes it is protection. Sometimes it is the beginning of freedom. So how do you know when money is bringing the wrong atmosphere? Watch the fruit. That is where signs begin to speak. If financial help enters your life and soon after you notice unusual tension, confusion, fear, repeated setbacks, relationship strain, mental heaviness, sudden lack of peace, or a strange feeling that you cannot settle, do not ignore it. If you find yourself feeling indebted in unhealthy ways, pressured to compromise, emotionally controlled, or spiritually dull after receiving from certain hands, pay attention. If progress keeps leaking after a certain financial connection enters your life, bring that pattern before God. Many people keep rebuking the storm while still holding the door open. Many keep asking for breakthrough while refusing to examine what entered through convenience. This is why prayer must be honest. Ask God, show me what does not belong in my life. Show me what entered through fear, panic, people-pleasing, pride, or desperation. Show me if I have accepted support that came carrying the wrong burden. And when he shows you, do not argue with him. Do not defend what he is exposing. Let truth do its work. Sometimes freedom begins with one brave prayer and one clear decision. Sometimes what has felt like a long season of resistance begins to break the moment you stop protecting the wrong source. Keep listening, because the answer is not just avoiding the wrong money. The answer is making room for clean provision and holy wisdom. If you realize that you have received from the wrong hands, do not sink into fear, shame, or hopelessness. This is not the moment to panic. This is the moment to cleanse, repent, and reset. God is not trying to embarrass you. He is trying to free you. Pray simply and honestly, Lord, if I received anything that brought the wrong influence into my life, forgive me for receiving without discernment. Cleanse my home, my finances, my relationships, and my heart. Break every wrong tie formed through gifts, loans, support, favors, and financial help that did not come from your peace. I renounce every hidden burden and every chain attached to what was not clean. Let only what comes from you remain. That prayer matters. And where possible, you may need to separate yourself from that source. Sometimes the breakthrough is not only spiritual, it is practical too. Stop taking the calls that carry manipulation. Stop returning to the place that keeps buying your silence. Stop allowing money to become the reason you stay tied to what is harming you. And if there is something in your home connected to a wrong source and your spirit is deeply troubled about it, bring it before God and obey what He tells you to do. Obedience is stronger than fear. You do not have to understand every hidden layer to know when God is calling you to step away. Peace often returns when compromise leaves. But let me add this, because balance matters. Not every gift is cursed. Not every generous person has bad motives. God truly does use people to help people. He sends support. He sends favor. He opens doors through kindness, friendship, family, and unexpected generosity. The issue is not giving itself. The issue is discernment. You must learn the difference between clean help and costly help. Clean help brings peace. It does not make you feel spiritually crowded. It does not try to own your future. It does not pull you away from truth. It does not ask you to betray your values in exchange for relief. It is clear. It is light. It is free from hidden hooks. And sometimes the cleanest blessing is not the biggest blessing. Sometimes God will send just enough through the right hands rather than more than enough through the wrong hands. That is why prayer must come before panic. Ask before you accept. Wait before you attach. Discern before you celebrate. This one step can save you from long battles. And if you have been wondering why some seasons felt strangely blocked, let this be a turning point. Not everything that glittered was gold. Not every rescue was rescue. But now your eyes are opening. Now your spirit is becoming sharper. And once wisdom enters, you do not need to keep repeating the same cycle. God can teach your hands to receive with peace and refuse with courage. I believe there are people hearing this right now who are finally understanding old patterns in a new light. You have watched money come and go. You have wondered why relief did not stay. You have asked why some help seemed to cost more than it gave. And today God is not condemning you. He is uncovering what was hidden so your future can be cleaner than your past. This is your moment to draw a line. This is your moment to say, no more support that controls me. No more provision that pollutes my peace. No more relief that leads me into bondage. No more open doors that God never assigned to my life. And at the same time, this is also your moment to trust again, but trust rightly. Trust that God can sustain you without corrupting you. Trust that He can provide without confusing you. Trust that He can send what you need through honest, peaceful, and clean channels. Do not let fear become your guide. Let wisdom lead. Let prayer lead. Let the peace of God lead. If this word is touching something deep in you, stay to the end in your heart, not just on the screen, because I want to seal this with a strong declaration over your life. This is not the season for blind acceptance. This is the season for clear eyes, guarded gates, clean hands, and a future that is not financed by hidden sorrow. So I speak this over you now in faith. May every wrong financial connection be exposed and broken. May every gift that came with pressure lose its hold over your life. May every hidden hook, every chain of manipulation, every weight of corruption, every dark tie formed through desperate receiving be cut off in the name of God. May your house be cleansed of heaviness. May your mind be freed from confusion. May your finances come under peace, order, wisdom, and honest provision. May the doors that should close quickly, and may the doors appointed for you open with clarity and rest. I pray you will no longer need to survive by grabbing whatever appears first, but that you will walk with discernment, patience, and confidence that true help is not late. It is on time. I pray that what enters your hands from this day forward will strengthen your life, not scatter it. I pray that your future will not be built on contaminated support, but on clean favor, honest labor, wise choices, and divine provision. And if you have made mistakes before, let today be the break in the pattern. Let today be the moment your discernment sharpens, your peace returns, and your path begins to clear. What was hidden is being exposed. What was tangled is being untied. What was delayed can still move. And what belongs to you will not need darkness attached to it in order to reach you.